from domain perspective, you can shut down Informatica in two ways. One is you can select dev domain from admin console page. If you go to actions here, here you will see shutdown. Will not do use this shutdown 99%. In rare scenarios, we'll use this shutdown to stop our Informatica. Else, another way is you need to go to services. Under services, if you go here, you'll be able to see the services option. Under services option, you can stop services. As of now, our services are down. Let me check why it is not running. No, it's running fine. How I'm considering it is running fine means our administration console page is run up and running fine. It means our services are up. So here I have opened two tabs. That's why uh, is showing still in stop. Okay, so we'll open one more time in services. Hmm. But it's miracle. Might be I'm not sure why it's showing it's not running. We are able to access our console page. We are doing all the things, but our still our services state is in stop mode. Not sure why it is happening. Okay, let me explain. If you want to start or stop Informatica, you need to select these services. You have to click on this start. Same way, we'll see stop option as well for stopping services. Else, if you have your operating system is Linux or any other Linux flavors, you have to go to Informatica install directory. Informatica install directory under Tomcat bin. We'll see infoservice.sh file. In Windows, it's a batch file. In Linux, it's a sh file. Okay, so if you see, you need to stop services using this file. On first day, I've explained. I think this is the process we need to start and stop shutdown services. After that, we need to check these processes to confirm our services status, whether it's running or not. Okay, for that, for checking Java domain process, we have ps-ea pipeline graph Java, and for checking administration console page, we have ps-ea pipeline graph underscore administration console. For checking PM rep agent repository service status, we have ps-ea pipeline graph PM rep agent, and we have PM server for checking integration service process, ps-ea pipeline grep PM server. Okay, so if the services if there is no issue with services, those are comments will give output. Okay, this is how we'll start services in Informatica. This option is very rare. Will not use this option for shutdown Informatica all the times. 99% will not use this option, shutdown option. But in current project, I'm using that one. That is how our project guys are following to make sure their environment. So that is very bad process. Stopping services from here is it's not good for Informatica application. Okay, so don't consider this one. Consider services from Tomcat bin or services tab. It is if it is Windows. Okay. So next topic we are going to discuss about repository. Okay, or I've already explained what is repository service. It's an application service to load the data from clients client to repository database. It will provide the service between both in two-way communication, like it will update the metadata, and also it will retrieve the metadata from uh, repository database. This is the main concept of the repository service. We already created multiple folders, multiple repositories, all information, right? This all information should be stored in the repository database. For just now an example, you know the repository service name development. Okay, if you want to know the database details, you are not aware on which database it has been configured for storing their metadata. Okay, in that case you have to select that repository service, go to database properties. Here you will be able to see the database schema name or username. Okay, info underscore repo is the database keeper name. You have to go to domain Oracle SQL developer. You have to connect to the schema. There are OPB tables. Okay, so if you see OPB underscore CNX, we'll be able to see the connections names. Okay, we have created two connections for source and target. Those connections are stored under OPB underscore CNX. And also we have already explained OPB underscore task. There are some tasks we have created, Nandu, and also RAM location. And we have workflows, we have sub source targets, uh, and also this is the targets of targets which we are using as part of that mapping. Okay, this all information should be stored under different locations. In this case our repository service will help us in storing the data in different tables. Okay, this is the main concept of repository service. For that repository database information you will get under domain database repository database product. Okay, and prior to that we need to consider one more option, operating mode. We have operating mode option. We have two types of operating modes in repository service. One is normal and one is exclusive. Okay, normal. uh, Normal means if you it's like opening the door of our home, means anyone can go inside the home who are authorized. Those guys can enter into the home. It will allow, means in repository service, if it is in normal, it will accept the request from repository service, and also it will accept the persons who are all who are all having permissions on repository service. They can accept access. And also we can run workflows, we can start stop schedule workflows. And we can check integration service details as well if our repository service is in normal mode. If it is in exclusive mode, means automatically I'll put exclusive mode for some time. We'll see how it will behave. Okay, if it is in exclusive mode, it will not allow any kind of actions like what is the child object for integrations repository service. Yeah, integration service. First the integration service will go to unavailable state. As of now it is available, right? It will go to unavailable. The associated percent repository service is disabled. Enable the service to perform this action. Means it's clearly saying that it is not able to reach out parent object. Okay, so if you try to log into develop that repository using user, same way you will get struck like uh, failed to connect to the repository manager. Repository development is in exclusive mode, means it got locked. It is not accepting Nandu's request to get inside of that repository service. Okay, and Um, as of now, the integration services uh, integration services child object for repository service, right? We'll see the behavior of this integration service when repository service is in exclusive mode. Okay, so if you recycle that, it will throw an error definitely this time because the associated, like the parent object of this uh, uh, integration services running in exclusive mode, the integration service will send one request, so it is not getting accepted. Okay, because it means it is not getting accepted from the request is not getting accepted from repository level. So this is how it will work if it is in exclusive mode. Okay, I'm putting it in normal mode. No, we'll put it later. Okay, then we'll move to code base. I've already explained what is code base. It's to understand other special characters of our uh, uh, other special characters in the sense, like uh, other than English characters. If you want to understand other than English characters, we should define uh, one code page for each and every language, like Japanese, Chinese, and also if you want to read data from Telugu, you need to define one code page to read the Telugu data. Okay, this is the main concept of this code page. Okay, and we'll see database connection. Database connection timeout 180 seconds. Database array operation says 100. I'm not aware. This is also not aware. Connection timeout, if it is within 180 seconds, the connection will get expired. If it is not establishing connection within 180 seconds, means it will get expired. This is the use of that uh, connection timeout. Okay, and no need to consider this all things. Uh, Maybe in real time scenarios are we are not going to use these options. Okay. Mm, I'll explain this option. Maximum connections means out of 100 members at the time can access this repository service. Okay. Maximum object logs 5,000 means I'll explain what is the correct object logs. It will comes under this page. And database poll threshold, I'm not aware. Database poll expiration timeout, I'm not aware. Sorry. Okay. We will not use these options anyway. Okay, then if you go to processes, you will get to know the which and all integration services, other services running under this repository service. Okay, if you want to know the child objects for this repository service, if you want to go processes tab, then you will get to know. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Under processes, we'll get to know on which node it is running. Okay, and if you have standby node also, you will be able to see under this node standby nodes. Okay, then I'm going to connections and logs. Connection and logs, mostly, for example, okay, for that we need to put it in normal mode. How connections logs will generate? If, for example, in designer, two users are connected, Nandu and administrator. Both users are trying to edit same mapping in same time. Got it right? One object, two users are trying to edit at same time. two users are trying to edit one object in parallel time means it will create one log. It will not allow anyone to perform activity. It will get logged. And under these logs, we'll see type of logs and all. Manually, we'll try to create one log and we'll try to release it. It's an important task. Why? Because in real time we get many many tickets related to this logs. Okay. Now what I'm doing in one designer, I'm connecting with Nandu. Okay. Okay. Under SPI folder, there is one mapping called location underscore SPI. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm editing with Nandu in one page. Just assume these two actions are performing in different computers. Okay, so what I'm in one more window, what I'm doing in means in one more computer administrator user trying to edit the same. Sorry, really sorry, we cannot. Why? Because other users are not will not be able to see other users mappings. If you want to see their mappings, he should be part of their group. He should have enough privileges and their groups. Okay, for that what we'll do, we'll provide user permissions for Nandu. We'll go to how to provide permissions for folder. Okay, we are selecting that folder, go to edit. Under permissions, we'll add administrator. And we have Nandu. Since will provide we need to connect with no, we are not able to edit. Sorry, I'm not able to show you connections. So in another window, if anyone trying to open this mapping means automatically it will create one log. Okay, so At the time here, the logs will display like this. Admin, like administrator, here we'll be able to see. Okay, so we'll get a request from developer to kill those logs. So at the time you have to select that log and go to delete option here. Okay, after clicking on that, you have to provide the username of administrator, then click on OK. Automatically the connection will the uh, connection will get delete and they will be able to edit. Okay, this is how we'll use this connection and logs. Okay, then plugins permissions or leave about it. We'll come, we'll get it later. And most important thing is we this actions. Okay, so under this actions, what kind of activities we do? Okay, we can recycle. If you want to recycle services, you need to click on that recycle, go to about. Okay, the repository service will get recycled. In which scenarios will do this recycling means sometimes the repository service will not able to connect to the domain database within that connection timeout. Maybe because of network hang issue, and also maybe the database is not available. In that scenarios, the repository service will be in hang state, so it will not respond, uh, like it will not give response as per our expectations. So it will impact on all environment, like all the users will be working on this repository service only, right? So they'll not access repository service and they will not run any jobs. Meanwhile, if repository service is going in hang state means automatically the child object of repository service integration service also will go in hang state. Okay. So in that scenarios, for temporary purpose we'll do this recycle. If you do recycle, it will give most relaxation and that repository service, and it will uh, it will get refresh. It's like refresh. Okay, so you can do this thing under properties as well. Any one is fine. And if you want to disable this service for recycling service, definitely there should be a reason. Without any reason you cannot recycle service. If you are doing means you should have some stuff to show them why did you recycle. So they'll ask root cause, why you recycle. Everything's will be um, uh, logged under this logs option. Some guy Rakesh or someone has been recycled these services, like that everything should be available under logs. So don't do in real time scenarios without any reason. Okay, so disable, you can disable also. Disable means this service will be disabled for temporary purpose, and same way no one will be able to access this service as why, because it is in disabled mode. Okay, and if you go to actions again, we have many options here. If you go to repository contents, here we'll see create. Create means in repository database there is no tables and all. Without contents you have created while creating repository services. If you want to create manually, you can choose this option, repository contents create. Okay, so that is the if you click on that create option, automatically these tables will get created. Okay, then one more option, copy from. If you want to copy repository contents from other database, you need to choose copy. Will 99, not 99, 100% will not use this option, copy from. Okay. This one also will not use. These two options will not use in real time. Okay. And if you want to delete contents, you can delete from here. Okay. So what we'll do, first we'll delete, but prior to that, what we'll do, we'll take backup for safer side and we'll do restore. Okay, that will help a lot. That will helps a lot. Okay, will not lose any code, and I'll show you how the backups are helping us. Okay, why we need backups. Okay, I'm closing all client tools. So, how to take backup of repository service? Now, our question. If you want to take a backup of repository service, this is very important question. There is no interview, I think, without this question. Guys, just assume there is no interview without this question. You have to select the repository service, go to Actions, under repository contents. Here you will be able to see backup. If you click on it, it will ask username, administrator, and we need to provide the password and file name, and which name you need to take backup. Okay, Nandu, and this all the files. If you want to replace existing file, if Nandu file is already existing, means it will overwrite, it will replace. Skip workflow and session logs. There is no use with session logs and workflow logs, so we are skipping. If you want that also, it will take some more time, more space. Okay, and more time as well. Skip deployment group history, skip mx data. Okay, if you click on it, thus the contents of the tables, all the tables from this repository database will be backed up into one file, and it will be stored in one location. Okay, I'll tell you on which location it will store. Okay, so if you see, now the repository backup has been completed. You want to know know under which place it got placed, where it got stored. So for that, what you have to do, select the node and go to backup directory option. Under node, go to backup directory option. Here you will be able to see the backup path. Copy that path and go to C drive, paste that path, go here, nandu.rep. The file extension should be in .rep. Okay, so we took the backup of our repository. Now what we can do, why we are taking this backup is, if sometimes because of some issues the service crash happened, uh, because of some issues we lost all the data from repository. At that time, with help of backup, we can restore all the data. For example, today some disasters happened in our city. Due to that, our data center has been gone. Like we lost our repository data. So if you want to delete your repository content, the repository service should be in exclusive mode, and don't put exclusive mode without any approval. It's an important thing. if you are doing this action means you should have proper evidence. You should have proper approvals from your higher management. Okay. So for deleting contents, just assume something wrong happened. Our repository content has been deleted. We are deleting manually. Okay. Administrator. If you click on OK, okay, it means now we deleted repository contents. Okay, from here. So if you go here, if you reconnect to this repository database, nothing will be available. Okay, so it means we lost all the data. See, we don't have any tables, we don't have anything. We lost everything from repository database. We lost all the contents. At that point, if you want to restore existing code, like developer, everyone will be on our head. They will ask us to take out that data. In that case, what you have to do, go to actions again. If you go to repository contents, restore. Okay, you have to select file. The file automatically will select. Now go to OK. Okay. Now we'll be able to see the repository contents again with help of backups. That's why every day we are going to take the backup of repository service. This is the one way we can take the backup, and I'll explain reason. Okay. Give me second, please. I got one P1 ticket. Maybe we need to disconnect. If it is cool, we'll connect it again.
Hello, Anna.
Yeah.
Hi, no, it's showing less than a minute now. We'll rejoin.
Okay.